Hello. Today we are talking about Loves Music, Loves to Dance. Mary Higgins Clark is, to me, an amazing author. I remember I found her from The Cradle Will Fall when I was in middle school, and I fell in love with her. So I have quite a few books of hers. I might be a little biased, but I think she's so good. I loved this book. I will say, I feel like I have a fairly easy time picking out the bad guy, but it is okay because the journey that you go on is so interesting. And to give her credit, at least it wasn't the super easy to pick out guys. Because I would have been disappointed if it had been the guys that seemed too suspicious. Basically, this book starts off where there's a serial killer because he's going into detail of his first crime and kind of figuring out what he wants to do to commemorate the anniversary of his first killing and also the 15-year mark. Overall, I think this book is very interesting. I like the dynamic of you're suspicious of everyone, and I love how coincidentally there were connections between that first victim and the last victim, to where there came a point where you're like, there's a lot of evidence. Am I wrong? Is it actually one of these creepy guys? I like that in this book you're getting the mind frame of the killer, and so you get some of his opinions and his views, but then you're also getting the victim, and then you also get people who are interacting and they don't even realize they're interacting with a killer. That was interesting. I think overall this is a good book, very suspenseful. It's more a mystery thriller, and I think it very much fits into that category. I like the cover. And then just some of the little details. I love that the characters feel like actual people. And it was nice that even if the character is not really in it for long, they very much feel like a real person. You get invested in all of the characters, which is nice because I hate books where if they're a side character, you do not care about them. In this book, I liked most of the side characters unless they're unlikable, but I wanted all of those interactions. So it was very fun, and I love her writing style. You need to read Mary Higgins Clark at least once or twice. It was also fun. I took this book with me to the doctor's just to read while I was waiting, and my doctor and the medical student both were like, oh my gosh, I love Mary Higgins Clark. And the doctor was like, this book is so good. So it was fun to talk about it. She's a very well-known author, so if anything, this could be a conversation starter. So yeah, if you like mystery, check her out. I think this book has a very fun plot, and it's fast-paced. So it's really easy to get into it. And there's a lot of drama for sure. Because there's a character, so he goes by two different names. His initials are DF. I think it's Douglas Fox or something. Or Doug Fields, something like that. But he has some drama because he is going out on dates, he's meeting new women, all this stuff. But then he's also married. And it was interesting to have that dynamic and kind of see the two sides of him. And there were a few characters like that where they present one way, but then they're totally a different way. I wish we got a little more backstory on Jay Stratton. I think that's how you pronounce it. Because there's this little bit where you're like, whoa, what is going on here? But it doesn't divulge too much more into it. It just gives you enough to be like, ooh, what's going on? And then that's kind of it. So I was like, oh, I wish we had a little more. I will say, one thing that I didn't like, it's not even because I don't even know how you would react. I think I just was like, no, more for like safety wise and wanted so bad for her to be able to get out of it herself is Darcy. So the main character, when Darcy figures out who the killer is, she has some time. And so she's trying to be like smart and kind of connect with them and try to keep them pleasant and like distracted. And it's kind of working. And I really like, I for sure thought Darcy would be able to like talk her way out or something. And so there's that moment where you're like, "Oh, she's done for." And I hated that cuz like Darcy was so independent, she was so like strong and vocal, and I wanted her to not have to be saved by a man. I don't know. It's fine. It was fine the way it was, and honestly, I get it cuz like you know, I feel like that would be a very hard position. I think I wanted her to be able to like get out on her own. So I was a little bummed that she had to be saved, but it's fine. I think that's just a me thing. That's like the only thing that I can say is like negative, but it was still good, still a great book.